Hello and welcome to the CIT Tech Tips YouTube channel. This is the first episode of a video series that is focused around Windows 10 support and fixes within Windows 10. For this episode, we'll be showing you how to manually download a missing driver. In this scenario, the Wi-Fi driver is missing, so we're going to go over how to fix that and what it will look like if you're missing a Wi-Fi driver is if you go into Wi-Fi right now, you'll see that there is nothing showing up. It doesn't show networks when you know there should be there. So to check this, we can go into adapter options through the settings link that I just showed you here. And you can see we have Bluetooth and Ethernet, but there's no Wi-Fi connection. So that proves that there's no driver, but we can check once more if we just go into device manager right here. And if we just open up network adapters, again, you're going to see there's no Wi-Fi there. So we've just identified the issue, which is that there's no Wi-Fi drivers, and now we're going to have to switch over to a machine that does have Wi-Fi or internet access. And you can do this anyway. We're going to go through Amazon. What you're going to do is you're going to have to figure out the make and model of your computer in order to find out the internet card or Wi-Fi card that you have. You can normally find this if you're on a laptop near the battery on the back, and that's what I'm typing in now as I'm looking at the back. So as you look in this, you're just going to look that up real quick. Again, we're on Amazon. This is, I would say you can use Amazon. It gives reliable information about the computer or laptop most of the time, so you can find it pretty easily. And now you're just going to look for nearly the exact same laptop that you're using. We find it here. We're going to open up that link, and as this loads, there's under the about this item, you can see that this actually shows the name of the Wi-Fi card. So we're just going to copy that, and we're going to paste that into a new tab and then type driver after it. That way we're specifically looking for the driver for this internet card. After we search that up, you're going to want to go to the manufacturer's website. Only ever go to the manufacturer's website for drivers. Do not go anywhere else. And now that we're in the manufacturer's website, again, this might look different based on what manufacturer you're looking for or driver, but you can see that there's two different drivers here. There's a USB driver and there's a PCI or Wi-Fi driver. We're going to want to install the Wi-Fi driver because that is what we're missing. This might look different based on what you're on or what drivers you're on. I'm downloading Realtek Wi-Fi driver, so it's going to look pretty different compared to what you might be downloading if it's not from Realtek or a manufacturer's website or something like that. But for this one, we have to verify and then go to CAPTCHA, which we're going to type that quickly. And after we type that in, it should begin the download. This download contains everything in the folder that you'll need to install the driver, reinstall the driver, configure the driver, whatever else. And after that folder's done, what you're going to need is you're going to need a USB if you're on another machine that has Wi-Fi, because you're going to need to transfer it over to the laptop that's affected. So we're going to grab this driver and then we're going to put that into the USB that we just plugged into our computer. And this just gives us a mode of transportation between internet access and non-internet access. We don't have internet access on the affected laptop, so we're going to need to access it in other ways. So we used another computer. You could use Ethernet if your Ethernet driver isn't missing, because that will still work despite Wi-Fi not working. It's still internet access, and you're just going to need to get the driver. After you get the driver on the USB, we're going to switch over to the machine that does not have the Wi-Fi driver already, and we're going to go and plug that USB in and find the folder in this USB that we just transferred, and we're gonna have to copy that to the desktop. After it's copied in the desktop, it's almost always in a zip file, so you're gonna have to extract that zip file. This just allows the folders to be used, and they were compressed before and they're not compressed now, so they're allowed to be operated with. We can just delete the old zip file. You can't do anything with that, and we already have the extracted version, so there's no point anyways. Now that we have that, we're going to open up the folder that we downloaded. And the first thing we're going to do for this driver specifically is we're going to go to install Smart Screen. Again, it's from the Realtek website itself, so you don't need to worry about that. And it'll open up command prompt, do a couple things. Every time you see our screen going black here, it's a user access control prompt, which is when it asks you for administrator privileges. Again, you're going to accept that, assuming you got this from the manufacturer's website because manufacturers are trustworthy. And you can just close out that command prompt after letting it run for a bit. And now in that same folder that we used earlier, we're going to use the setup app. Again, user access control. And after bypassing the user access, it's going to open up the wizard for this driver, which is kind of just an automatic install that makes installing things really easy. And it's just going to go through like a quick run through, and then it will just ask if you want to restart your computer now or later. You can choose based on if you have things to save on that laptop before restarting or anything like that. That's what I demonstrated there, but for now, since we don't have anything that we need to do, we can just restart, which is going to time skip, barely going to notice. And as you can see, after restarting and running those two things, we have Wi-Fi connection. We can see more networks, or any networks, than we could at the very beginning. And you can see here, instead of having Ethernet and Bluetooth, we have Ethernet, Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi, which shows that the driver installation was successful. We can just quickly check Device Manager here, just check in one more different way, and you can see that we do have a Wi-Fi driver now. And that is how to fix a missing Wi-Fi driver or driver in general.